Hi guys, Adam here. I'm outside Old Trafford, the beautiful Old Trafford. It's always beautiful after 3 points.
Yeah.
I'm with Paul from United Rantcast and Bleacher Report. Paul, 2-0 today. Good times coming back.
I mean, it's just electric, because 2-0, routine home win. In the latter years of Ferguson, that would have been nothing, just normal. But Pogba and Ibrahimovic, not just them. I mean, Bailly was exceptional, I thought. We have to talk about Fellaini because you can't not. Mourinho in his press conference just said, he was just asked about he mentioned that he was talking about the relationship between the fans and the players, and he said that specifically he wants to change the relationship between fans and Fellaini, and he sees that changing already, and which obviously we know that is a huge thing because fans don't rate him. And Mourinho's obviously specifically working on that. And he said that he was asked what changed with Fellaini, and he said maybe it's just a phone call that changed it the day after I was announced as Man United manager. So he's obviously rung him and gone, you're all right, you're in my plan, son.
Do you think that's maybe we've seen it with Antonio Valencia and Marouane Fellaini, two players that were written off. And he's kind of said, it's at the start, we know he said it, but forget the last 3 years. And you kind of think that's what Fellaini's done is let's just forget, let's have a reset. I'm the player I was at Everton.
Yeah, and or even more than the player he was at Everton, because this kind of holding, I mean, listen, it's 2 games. Forgetting the last 3 years, I think is probably the order of the day. Valencia in particular just looks a player transformed. But I don't want to talk about our struggling underperformers who've come back. I want to talk about the glitzy excitement because Paul Pogba is a mind-blowingly good footballer. It is, there's a moment where he does a pirouette out of defence, and the whole crowd just went, ah! And that was the noise. That's exactly the noise they made, because it's just oh, here is a proper, actual, real world-class footballer, and it makes all the difference in the world. And Zlatan, I mean...
We used to have a player like him in our academy. I can't remember what his name was.
Yeah, but listen, you send him on loan for a few years, you pay the interest, it's all fine.
We've obviously seen happiness is back.
Yeah.
But now, where do United need to improve on? Because obviously it wasn't perfect today.
I mean, Mourinho was talking about they're improving day by day. There are small little bits and pieces here and there that they need to work on. And I asked him about some of the specific instructions he was giving to players, because I don't know if, he's the opposite of Van Gaal. He's just standing on the touchline, kind of pointing at people and doing this with his hand the whole time, and, really animated. And he said, I talked for 90 minutes, I've got no idea what I said to anyone. Sometimes it's little positional tweaks. Sometimes it's about how we react when we lose the ball. So I think that's what... It's those little things that need to improve. I don't think the squad needs tremendous work from here. I mean, listen, it's 2 games. We're all giddy. It's ridiculous, but a home 2-0 win against Southampton feels like something special now, given the last 3 years, which obviously we know that is a massive reset of our expectations. So who knows what the season will bring? I remember talking to you after we beat QPR 4-1 under Van Gaal, and we were pretty excited about what was going on there. Now, I have to say, if you ask me, do I think this is going to go the same way as that did? Absolutely no way. I think Mourinho knows exactly what he's doing, and the level of quality in that squad, the injection of Pogba and, well, all 4 of them, to be honest, all 4 of the new signings dramatically increase the quality of our squad. So, I mean, we're going
to win the treble.
We're going